Welcome students, this is fourth lecture of third chapter. Name of chapter is Ecosystem and Biodiversity. It is for 12 marks. Course outcome is Conserve Ecosystem and Biodiversity. Learning outcome for this lecture is list levels of biodiversity and list endangered species. Now first is what is biodiversity? Bio, that means life, diversity, that means variety. The variation of life forms within a given ecosystem, biome, or for the entire earth, it is known as biodiversity. Biodiversity is variety and variability among all groups of living organisms and the ecosystem in which they occur. In the conservation of biodiversity, there are 3 points: threats to biodiversity, hotspots of biodiversity, and endangered species. Levels of biodiversity. There are 3 levels of biodiversity or 3 types of biodiversity: genetic biodiversity, species biodiversity, and ecosystem biodiversity. Biological diversity is the part of nature which include the difference in genes among the individuals of species, the variety and richness of all the plant and animal species at different scale in space, locally, in a region, in the country and the world, and various types of ecosystem, both terrestrial, aquatic and within a defined area. Levels or types. These are the 3 types. Now first type is genetic biodiversity. For genetic biodiversity, it includes genetic variation within species, both among the geographically separated population and among individuals within single population. The frequency and variety of genes inside and between the population of the same species. The genetic variation is a fundamental quality of all the biological entities, that is population of crop plants or domesticated animals, their wild parents and other wild population. For example, variety of rice, teak wood, dog, etc. Each member of any animal or plant species differ widely from one another individuals in its genetic makeup because of large number of combinations possible in the genes that give every individual specific characteristics. Thus, for example, each human being is very different from all others. This genetic variability is essential for healthy breeding population of a species. This is the genetic biodiversity. Then second type of biodiversity is species biodiversity. It indicates the number of species found in a particular ecosystem. It also occurs for the number within the species. The species biodiversity means animals and plants of big size. It includes full range of species from microorganism to giant variety of plants and animals, for example, single cell viruses and bacteria and multicellular plants and animals and fungus. Plant species are apple, mango, grapes, etc. Animal species lion, tiger, elephant. Then natural undisturbed tropical forests have a much greater species richness than plantations developed by the forest department for the timber. At present, conservation scientists have been able to identify and categorize among 1.8 million species on the earth. There are millions of tiny invertebrates which constitute 73% of microbes such as virus, bacteria, algae and protozoa. constitute 6% mushroom constitute. Then ecosystem biodiversity. Ecosystem biodiversity is the diversity of the durable interactions between species and their environment. In each ecosystem, organisms interact with each other and also with the air, water and soil surrounding with them. These are the abiotic factors. These interactions include the recycling of the nutritive elements, formation of ground and filtration of water. These terms were first used by wildlife scientist and conservationist Raymond. Nowadays, concept of biodiversity has achieved widespread popularity among the biologists. For example, river ecosystem, forest ecosystem, desert ecosystem. India is exceptionally rich in its ecosystem diversity. Now, alpha diversity. Alpha diversity, it refers to a group of organisms interacting and competing for the same resource of sharing the same environment. For example, in ecosystem X, alpha is equal to variety of species in one ecosystem. It is known as alpha diversity or alpha biodiversity. Then beta biodiversity or beta diversity, it refers to the expression of diversity between habitats, diversity of species among the various ecosystems. It involves comparing the number of taxa that are unique to each of ecosystem. For example, in ecosystem X and Y, beta is equal to only uncommon species variety in two adjacent ecosystem. Let us see the diagram. D and E are the common and other 6 uncommon species, they are known as beta diversity. Then gamma diversity, it refers to the landscape diversity or diversity of habitats within a landscape or a region. It is measurement of all overall diversity for different ecosystem within a region. For example, in ecosystem XYZ, gamma is equal to all uncommon species and common species are considered only once. Therefore, gamma diversity for XYZ ecosystem, it is 13, that is all uncommon species, and common species they are considered only once. Now see what are the applications or examples in real life related to biodiversity. The knowledge of different levels of biodiversity help to maintain the ecological balance, genetic different breed of dogs, species biodiversity, tiger, rat, mango tree, rose plant, etc. Ecosystem biodiversity, grassland, lake, desert, rainforest. Now next is threats to the biodiversity. Biodiversity is under serious threat as a result of human activities. During the last century, worldwide economic growth and population increases is putting enormous pressure on natural resources. This leads to erosion of biodiversity all around the globe. Causes of biodiversity. First cause is habitat loss and fragmentation. Second is overexploitation. Third is alien species invasion. And fourth is co-extinction. Then first is habitat loss and fragmentation, or it is also known as habitat destruction, never-ending requirement of land for rapid industrialization, urbanization, to accommodate overpopulation are the reason behind the destruction of plant and animal habitat. Raise rate of extinction are being driven by ever increasing human consumption of organic resources. More than a third of earth biomass is tied up in human, livestock and crops. Factors contributing to loss of habitat are the overpopulation, deforestation, pollution, that is air pollution, water pollution, then soil contamination or soil pollution, global warming or climate change. These are the some causes. Then second is over exploitation. For example, Steller sea cow, passenger pigeon, many marine fishes become extinct due to the over exploitation by humans. Then alien species invasions. When alien species are introduced in an area, some of them become invasive and may cause extinction of indigenous species. For example, introduction of Nile perch into Lake Victoria caused extinction of many species of fish. Then co-extinction. When a species becomes extinct, the plant and animal species associated with it also become extinct. When a host fish become extinct, its unique parasite also become extinct. That means they are depend on one another. Therefore, other species also becomes extinct. This is the cause of habitat destruction especially. Then a hotspot of biodiversity. Biodiversity hotspot is a biogeographic region that is both a significant reservoir of biodiversity and is threatened with a destruction. Three important and representative hotspots of India are the Western Ghats, Eastern Himalayas and Indo-Burma regions. These are the main or important hotspot in India. Now first one is Western Ghat and Sri Lanka. The Western Ghat are a mountain series that run along the western edge. This part receive high rainfall. These regions are rich in moist forest and rainforest. The region shows high species diversity. Along with Sri Lanka, this region also shows some faunal similarities with Madagascar region, purple frog and Sri Lankan lizards. These are the some varieties of animals or plants. Then Himalayas, the eastern Himalayas, it is the region, it is geologically young and shows high altitude variation. The region covers area of Bhutan, then northeastern India, southeastern, central and eastern Nepal. It has nearly 163 globally threatened species including the one-horn rhinoceros and wild Asian water buffalo. The Indo-Burma region, this region borders the Indian political boundary and extend into northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and include Andaman Islands. Surprisingly, this region has provided new mammal species including Arunachal macaque. Now, what are the endangered species in biodiversity? The organisms whose number have declined rapidly, that means become less, and species might be wiped off from the earth in near future, they are known as endangered species of biodiversity. World Wildlife Federation, that is WWF, published a book containing the details of endangered and threatened species of flora and fauna called as Red Data Book or Red List Book. The Red Data Book symbolize a warning signal for those species which are endangered and have to be protected. Animals, these are the Asiatic lion, Bengal tiger, snow leopard, black buck, then Kashmir red stag, then Indian bison, that is gore. These are some animals. Birds are great Indian bustard, then forest owlet, spoon-billed sandpiper, then Himalayan quail. These are the some birds. Some plants they are include Assam catkin yew, then red sandalwood, Malabar mahogany. These are the some plants. There are two approaches for conservation of biodiversity, that is in situ conservation and ex situ conservation. In situ conservation, that means on-site conservation, and ex situ conservation, that means off-site conservation. Conservation in situ and ex situ. In situ conservation, it is biosphere, national parks, then wildlife sanctuaries, scared groves. Then ex situ conservation includes botanical gardens, zoological parks, seed banks and gene banks. These are the in situ and ex situ conservations.